Yo. So, boys, you're gonna have to bear with me tonight. A little cramped in here. Too many lights. Got shit moved all over the place. Oh, it's gonna be hot. I got the overhead lights on. My hands are gonna be in the way. How y'all doing? Damn, that's nice looking. Looking sharp, looking clean. How are y'all? How are y'all? Whew. I tell you. Looks Wade. All right. I've been moving around too much. You can't see it from the backdrop, but my basement is in complete disarray right now. I cleared out my office, which I put oh shit, you can almost see my grippers. Hey, Wade, go, get you some. Yeah, buddy. It's me. Oh, I have not driven with the wheel yet. I debated really hard what to do with this whole thing because you guys know I'm not much of a reviewer. It's just not my thing. Y'all know that. I just race. I race a lot. So the grippers. I'm gonna get my daughter. There they are. Get you some of that. Oh God. Oh man. So yeah, I've got a camera going back here. I've got a light. I got lights on. I hate it. You guys know I'm not a fan. I prefer the lights off, but I thought, well, I guess we all prefer the lights off a little bit, you know. God, if my wife's in here, she's probably blushing right now. She said, when are you going to go live? I said, probably about 5 minutes. That was about 4 minutes ago. She said she might tune in and say hello. So if I talk dirty, I'm just doing it to make her blush. Now take that weird foot clamp. That is not happening. Not happening. Oh, all right. I need a second. I'm going to catch my breath. I've been moving too much shit around. But yeah, man, I'm pretty hyped. I have an office, I don't know, somewhere, it's back there with like a closed in space that I've used and I've worked in for a while. And you know what? Kind of said, fuck it, and moved everything out of said office. And I'm going to move my rig in there and yeah, get the lights set up better, get some better cameras, try to do it up right. So that's the plan. I'll be moving in there tomorrow. That is the goal. Well, no, that's definitely happening. No goals. We do shit. No goals. So yeah, try to give it a few minutes. I'm not really sure how to do this, to be honest with you. I don't want to give it a second. I know somebody will pop in here and be like, oh shit, I missed it, you know, or whatever. So I'm gonna give it a minute. I'll pop this thing off, talk about the very first impressions that I had. I have not driven with it yet. I put my hands on it just a couple times. So yeah, the rig is not on wheels. So no. And unfortunately I have to go through a doorway, and so the feet have to come off, and the like extensions, actually you can see them now. So this is my stream decks over here. That extension has to come off. The keyboard extension has to come off. It'll fit through the door frame without those things on it, but the feet have to come off, and so do these bad boys. So yeah, we'll get that done tomorrow. It will suck for sure. I'm gonna have to take the monitors off. But I should be able to, I think I'm able to get the monitor stand in the doorway, like kind of inching it through sideways without having to pull any of that stuff apart. So yeah, should be good on that front. What's up, Dave? How you doing, brother? Nice to see you, as always. So that's the plan. That's the plan for tomorrow. I say plan, we're doing it, but it's gonna be a pain in the ass. So yeah, I'm hoping for the best. Hoping for the best. I'm trying to give this a second. here's my plan. Y'all tell me what you think. I have been literally going back and forth on this for days, bugging the hell out of my wife about it, trying to figure out what the hell to do. I thought about just recording a video and then trying to chop it up. But one, I feel robotic. I'm just not that dude, right? I feel robotic trying to do that. I'm not good at editing, B-roll, all that sort of stuff. So I thought, we'll just do it live. We'll talk about it, walk through it. I'll do some setup. Honestly, I don't even know what to do with it. We'll figure it out. And then maybe I'll go through the live stream and cut that into a video. Speaking of which, I should hit the record button so I have something to edit. So yes. All right, cool. Am recording, am streaming. Yes, nice to see y'all. Nice to see you. Exactly. Doing it live. So yeah, I'll give it a minute. Give it a minute. I wish I had known exactly when I was going to go live, so I would have been able to tell people like, hey, I'll be here this time. So you have an opportunity to catch it. Because I know how it's going to be. Somebody's going to come in here at like 9 o'clock. Be like, oh, damn. I'll be like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'll do my best to cut it up into a pretty good video. But I stole their picture from their website. I think it looks incredible. So that should get us some clicks tonight, that's for sure. So yeah, all right. I gotta say, I can't believe how fast this wheel got to me. It was in the UK last night. It was in the UK last night. Showed up in Ohio at, I want to say it wasn't even 4 a.m. What did it say? It was like 6 a.m. or something Eastern time to this morning. And showed up in Ohio, made its way. I thought, okay, it's just going to come straight to Richmond from there. Like, nope. Went somewhere in North Carolina. It was there by, I don't know, 9, 10, something like that. And then it was in Richmond by noon. And it was at my door at like, I don't know, 7:30. Yeah, it was DHL. Yeah. Couldn't believe it. And the whole time it was like, yeah, it's going to be there the 19th. I was like, okay, it's still in UK as of the 18th. I was like, yeah, it won't be here tomorrow. It'll be here maybe Friday, you know, something like that, an extra day. I couldn't believe it. Crazy how fast they got here. Could have left it down there with you. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yup. Forgot some casters. Yeah, I'm really hoping so thankfully we can pick it up pretty easily. And I've moved this thing. This will be the third place this rig will have sat now. We are becoming this is a Matrix Revolutions. No. What's the second one? Matrix Reloaded? I forget. Quote. We are becoming exceedingly efficient at it. I have moved this thing around a few times at this point, so thankfully my wife will be able to help me with that. We can move it in there tomorrow, set it all up. I hope to God not ever move it. Well, I'll move it again at some point, I'm sure. The electric boogaloo. Go ahead and get you that 15X. I got to hear that story. I'd love to know how you got a 15X before turn 1. And in the LMP2, no less. Slightly more understandable if it was a GT3, right? Ooh. Got a Hyper P1, selling it. Yup. Yeah, it looks pretty sick. I'll say that for sure. It looks sick. I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes before we really get going here. And honestly, I don't know what we're gonna do. Just gonna figure it out, I guess. I don't know. Roll with it, have some fun. So many inputs. Casters, best money you can spend. ASR3 over here with an extra profile for stuff. Yeah, she's definitely heavy. Definitely heavy. Feel like I'm missing stuff already. Got the ASR5, then got it on wheels, the tank. Yeah, she's definitely thick. Especially when I take the feet off. It's going to be a real pain in the ass to pick it up. Oh, let's see. So many inputs. Stuck for the first endurance series this weekend. Just got done doing some LP3 stints. Love it, love it. I was thinking about, I haven't reached out to Peter yet, or Nick. I was thinking about reaching out to some of the boys and see if they want to do the endurance race tomorrow night, but if I'm moving all my stuff around, I might not be ready to go myself. Fuck, we'll do it live. How much they run? The wheel was basically $1,000 USD, little under. Which I gotta say, man, like for high-end wheels, that's not. I'm not gonna use the word cheap, but it's not terrible. I'd say it's pretty good, but we'll see. Well, we worth the pay, not too bad, yeah. DHL for nothing or nothing, yeah. That I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe how fast that happened. That was kind of insane. It took me 4 weeks waiting on the batch of PCB boards. Shipped was like 2 days to the States. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it literally shipped. Was it yesterday morning? I forget. I don't remember. It was yesterday morning or the day before. But yeah, it was real quick. Just bought the Porsche from Road Atlanta. Ooh, nice, man. I'd like to do some of that myself next week. I really would. Like the wheel cam, thinking of keeping it after the stream. I don't know. I used to run it a while ago. The issue is that it just gets in the way. Like, you can't see it, but like if I move this much, it like kind of bangs into the camera, like the stand. What I'd like to do is I got some ideas. Once I get into the office, or I don't know what we're going to call it, the sim room. I don't know, but I got some ideas. I'd love to have a camera like over top. I don't know if I'm sure you guys have seen Quirk's top cam. Personally, I love that. I think that's incredible. And I would love to, since I'm going to have a whole room just for that, I can run some wires. I can kind of have stuff more permanent, you know, where this is literally in the back of my basement. So I'm kind of like, I don't know. I try to keep it really clean. I mean, I'm OCD as hell anyway, so I keep everything clean, but especially back here because it is, again, in the middle of the back of my basement. So when I'm in there, it'll be totally different. So I'm thinking I'd love to have something overhead where you could see the wheel. Wade could probably even see the grippers, honestly. So maybe I'll have to fix that. I'm not sure if I want that in my life, but we'll see. Yeah, I got some ideas, though. Crazy fast, you guys can build all these wheels and so much demand. Yeah, honestly, it's kind of insane that. Yeah, I totally agree with that statement. Yeah. Thankfully, it's only 2 hours, so I'll solo it. Oh, I'm thinking. Oh yeah, that one's 2 hours. Yeah, I'm thinking the IMSA tomorrow night. It's like whatever it is, 2 hours 40 minutes. And if it's in the rain at Watkins, it's probably not one I want to solo, but we'll talk to him. Should keep it, push it back a little bit, and zoom in. Yeah, the problem is it's a Logitech webcam, so like the quality is dog shit to begin with. I need to get some real cameras. I couldn't. This is as far in as I could zoom in, and then I had to make it big and then zoom in as much as I could, and then crop it down so that it looks reasonable. But anyway. Let's see. Definitely get an alpha here shortly. Yeah, I don't have a lot of thoughts yet. We're gonna work on this together for sure. GoPro and the old noggin. So, yeah, funny you say that, Wade. Somebody else mentioned that to me recently, and I think it was on Reddit. It was just kind of like, I think it was mostly just the idea of like turning the head, like just seeing what I see while sitting in here. I definitely don't want to do that regularly, but I would do it for a video or even just like a demo video or something. I don't know. Just to see, so people can kind of see my perspective. I think that would actually be pretty cool. But yeah, I'd like to have a permanent one like right over top of my head that looks straight down. Not straight down, but looks down so you can kind of see like the top cam that Quirk always does. I like that idea quite a bit. Figure out a stream cam, might as well show the world my show self, my slow self. Yeah. Yeah, I just need to get some decent cameras. Feel like I'm getting there. Like what you guys see up here is a Logitech, I think it's called the Brio 4K camera. I don't run it in 4K, but and then this is a Logitech C920, I think. So just webcams. But use a 1200 camera to basic webcam for testing. You can't tell. Yeah. Yeah, it's mostly, so it's not so much, like this is good, right? Because I have a lot of lights. Like normally I'm not, y'all know, like it's mostly dark. I've got 2 overhead cans. I've got a light behind me. Because even if I had the cans on, but I don't have this light behind me, this was really dark. So I put a light on this just so you can see it. But I hate having this many lights on when I'm racing, so I would never do that. So just something that'll light it up enough where you can kind of see everything without me being in the dark, but still mostly dark. I'll figure it out. Daniel Newman plugin for SimHub. It's great to swap all the different RGB profiles in it. Interesting. I'll have to look into it. Bravo 6 going dark. Yeah. Yep. All right, cool. Let's get going. I think we've waited long enough. I don't even know where to start, honestly. I would say the first thing. I was not surprised by the quality of the boxing, right? Let me make sure that I can see chat well enough here. Okay, good. So, came in, and tell me if I'm boring this shit. I don't know what I'm doing, okay? We know this. So, if you want to see something else, tell me to move it along. I'm going to do my best to show this off, but I'm going to drop it at some point. Came in a nice box, like super nice box. It's got like it's like a magnetic. Where is this at? It's like a magnetic. I mean, just little stuff like that. Like, really? I guess it's popping pretty hard. But yeah, presentation of it was super nice, as you would expect. Obviously, I've pulled out the sticker sheet and all of that, but it was sitting in there. Great presentation. Super well packaged. It's one of those things where like they put in little spacers in the sides of the box between this box and the box that it actually shipped in. Like the way that this thing was packaged up was actually kind of insane. Actually pretty insane. So the box itself, incredibly nice. I don't know that the box needs to be super nice, but again, given the price of the wheel, I mean, yeah, I guess you kind of expect that. But they set it up in such a way where that thing, the box that they ship it, and this is stuff that I love. The box that they ship it in is so tight, you almost airtight fit the box I just showed you in that box. And it was still a little bit, space, so they filled that all in with spacers. So it was basically like I had to pull the spacers out before I could even pull the box out. So definitely from a shipping point of view, I can't imagine what they could possibly do better than that, to be quite honest with you. It's super well packaged. I don't have a box. that's the never, I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, from a packaging point of view and all those things, actually quite incredible. So I'll do this a little bit. I don't know how well you can see this on the camera. I've never had a wheel that has this kind of connector to it. I don't know what this is called. I'm sure you guys probably do. Hopefully that's coming through pretty well. Yeah. That's the way it connects. It's really straightforward. I gotta say, Cube controls, I don't know if they've got a patent. I know we were joking about patents the other night, but I don't know if they have a patent on their magnetic power cable or whatever. I guess it's power, but it's also like connectivity, like USB connectivity to the machine. I don't know if they have a patent on that, but that is an incredible solution that I wish everybody would adopt, because it snaps on. I've never had it come off, and you guys, I mean, hell, just look at the short that I posted earlier today or yesterday. Like, I have been a monkey sawing at this wheel like you wouldn't believe, and I've never had a situation where that connection came loose, came off, anything whatsoever. So this is fine. I think it's I mean, it sucks to like have to make sure you line it up just right, and you got to like screw it in or whatever. I could literally, with this, if this was say the cube controls, I could just go back here, put it close, and it automatically snaps in place, and it is perfect. Like, I can't imagine it being any better than that. MagLink, yeah. That to me is the jam. Like, it's like an Apple laptop. Same idea, but incredibly strong. All right. Quick release time. Which way does it go? There we go. All right. So the way I got this set up, so they have multiple, let me make sure y'all can see this well. So they had a lot of options. Well, no, they didn't have a lot of options. There's effectively two options. There was the regular, and then there was advanced. Frankly, I don't remember the damn difference between the two, and we're not going to worry too much about that. The one main option that I wanted was some kind of extender from the wheel itself to what I'm going to bolt on as the quick release. So I'm using the Simucube 2 quick release system, and this is a 50mm adapter effectively. I gotta say, I was super disappointed. I pulled it out of the box, and you guys can't see it. I'm going to do my best here. So these two bolts, there's one here, there's one here, and then there's a third on the other side of the wheel, right? Those bolts that mount the adapter to the wheelbase itself, the wheel itself, the rim. It's kind of funny. So I looked at it when I first pulled it out of the box, and I'm in awe. Like, I'm looking at this thing, I'm like, holy shit, this looks incredible. Feels great. Y'all are gonna lose your shit when I tell you about these grips. But I noticed that these screws, they were cockeyed. It's like the best way I can say it. I looked at it and I was like, the fuck? Kind of looked at it, and you could see space between the bolt and the adapter itself. You don't see it right now because you can see, if you look really closely, hopefully, that there's a washer in there. So anywho, I had an extra Simucube quick release system, or, you know, wheel side. I had bought literally a second one years ago and just never ended up using it. I always thought I'll mount an oval rim. Anyway, I never did. But I had the quick release, kept it. So I went fishing for it, thinking, all right, cool. I'll be able to use this stupid thing that I've had forever, right? So I put the quick release on the Simucube side of things. I came over here, was excited. I'm like, I'm gonna make the live stream, you know, on YouTube, and we'll go live here in like 20 minutes. This was at like 7:30 or something. And I sat down, connected it, did the jam. Hopefully this will focus. Come on, do your job. There we go. And I'm sitting here, and I don't have it in right now. I don't have the pin in, so it's actually tight, but I'm kind of doing this just to feel like, is there any play? Is there any play? You know, whatever. And so I can't do it now, but I'm going up and down, which not a great motion. I'm going up and down with it when it was locked in, and there was play. Like, I could feel play in it. I was like, what the fuck? Why is there play in this thing? So I bring it up, I look at it, and I kind of take it this way and just start shaking it, trying to figure out where the play was. Well, sure enough, the bolts that went through the adapter into the frame of, you know, the rim itself, there was space. There was space in those. And so I went through, went back over here, undid the whole thing, took the adapter itself off because it was put on at the factory, which was an option that they include when you buy the adapter. And when I took the bolts out, all three of the bolts were actually bent. And I was like, fuck. Right? Like, okay, I just got a $1,000 wheel. I waited a month. It got here. I'm looking at it. We'll get into the rest of it in a second. But I'm giving you the play-by-play. This is what I'm noticing first. And, excuse me. So, feel the play, get everything back over there, take it all apart, see that the bolts themselves were a little bent. I was like, well, shit. So, thankfully, the Simucube 2, the quick release for the wheel side actually came with a couple extra washers, and they just happened to be a perfect fit for this size bolt down here. So yeah, I literally pulled it all apart, put the washers in, tightened the thing down like 100%, and it's absolutely rock solid at this point. But I gotta be honest, I mean, it's just one of those things I can't fathom. This is about as high quality wheel as I can imagine you can get. And the idea that it, you know, that I had to do that, that's crazy. Can't say I was pleased about that. That's definitely an oversight. And I think it's really obvious. Like, if anybody looked at that and just literally, just physically, it was the first thing I noticed. And I guess I was kind of a dumb. I don't know why I didn't go through and adjust that before I put on the quick release and then did the whole thing, because it obviously would have saved me a lot of time. But yeah, unfortunate in a lot of respects. So anywho, once I got that straight, kind of got everything together. How did I get this off again? There it is. Yeah, once I got it all together, man, kind of insane. Kind of insane. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. I know I'm just rambling here. I want to make sure if y'all are asking me anything, I want to answer it. All right, cool. Y'all talking about Porsche Cup. That's all right. Definitely email them about it. Yeah, I definitely will. I definitely will. I think obviously it's incredibly important to say for anybody that watches this later, this was not sent to me. This is not a review unit. I paid for this with my own money. I wouldn't be making this video if I didn't create content. You know, this is a dude. I bought it for myself, all the monies. Nothing provided. They don't know I'm making a video. Like, I'm just doing it. So anywho, so yeah, I would say the thing that jumps out, number one, about this wheel, these grips are absolutely out of this fucking world. Like, these grips are absolutely insane. And they're not super soft, you know, like the Cube Controls wheel was definitely pretty hard. These grips are definitely hard, but they're softer than they are hard. They have a little bit of give to them, not much, but they do have some give. And there's something about the thumbs, honestly, kind of insane. Now, I have not put gloves on yet. I don't know what it feels like with gloves on. We'll do that once we get going a little further. But honestly, like this feeling, if this fits your hands absolutely perfectly. The thumbs, like, literally just slide in there. They're so comfortable. It's actually insane. Yeah. And that is truly, like, probably that, the size itself, those are two of the biggest reasons that I ended up, one, wanting a bigger or a new rim in the first place. And then the reason why I went for this one. Yeah, the grip design specifically with the thumbs is absolutely nuts. So I'm super excited about that. I haven't run any laps yet, but it feels good. Feels good in the hands, which is kind of a big deal, right? So it's actually, I believe it's 295 millimeters. So it's not quite 300, but it's pretty close. Yeah, exactly. It fits in the hands like perfectly. I don't really know another way to say it. It's definitely the right way to go. Oh, see, just like that. If I move the microphone, it moves the camera. All right. Boys just got back from baseball practice. Gotta let me know how it went. All right. Let's see. 300 millimeters. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. So where was I? Grip, absolutely insane. Trying to think of what else. I mean, I would say that the shifts, like it's just like the Cube controls wheel in a lot of respects. These are tighter. And honestly, I would say that with the Cube controls with the F Pro, when I first got it, I went back today and I watched. It's so embarrassing. I did an F Pro review, first impressions video back in actually almost exactly 2 years ago. So it was actually November 2022. And I said at the time in that video about that wheel that the shifts felt like incredibly tight. And I would say in this case, that's also true. Now I feel like over time, the F Pro has loosened up a little bit. I wouldn't say they were super tight anymore. I don't know if that's just an artifact of the fact that I'm going to put an unbelievable amount, you know, of shifts through this thing over the next 2 years or whatever it was with that one too. But yeah, they feel really good. To me, they are significantly quieter than the Cube controls wheel, which you guys know. If you've been watching me for any period of time, you know I don't like, I'm OCD about what you guys hear. So you can hear, I see it showing up on the microphone on OBS. But it's really quiet. It's not even getting into the yellow, where when I do do the shifts in the F Pro, it's significantly louder. I'd say it's at least twice as loud. So these are pretty muted, but they feel super tight, man. They super tight. Feel so good. Yeah, they're much quieter and they just feel super tight. I'm curious over time. I do feel like that's how I felt with the F Pro right out of the gate as well. And so obviously I'm curious to see in time what these guys do. So kind of hard to say right now, Micah. I haven't driven a lap with it yet, so it'd be really unfair for me to say. But you know, from a build quality point of view, I would say this is definitely better. I like the shifters better. The grips, I mean, you know, insane. I've only ever used, this is the 4th wheel I think I've ever used, right? So it's hard to say too definitively. I'm not Will at Boosted Media, who's reviewed everything under the sun. I just can't have an opinion to that level. But it feels fantastic. I haven't even gotten into any of this stuff yet, really. And again, I haven't even fired up iRacing with it yet, so it's hard for me to say. But the shifts feel great. I like that they're quieter. So yeah, it does have it has a second set of shifts up here at the top. Honestly, I don't know what the hell I'm going to use that for. They are secondary from the primary shift paddles. So it's a second set at the top. I don't know what I'm going to use those for, but we'll get into that at some point. And then of course the dual clutches, they're here. They are very much way away from my fingers, which I guess that's a good thing. You only need them at the start of the race and obviously only in certain cars. I'm not going to use those probably ever, maybe for Porsche Cup, but that's it. So we'll get into those when I kind of have an opportunity to figure that out. DRS for an F1. Yeah, it's definitely a good call. Yeah, I mean, I assume these just map to anything, right? But yeah, that would be probably more of a real life example of how you would use those for sure. But yeah, I could see that going a whole bunch of different ways. Let's see. So all that feels really good. I would say like my hands are probably like average to maybe like on the smaller side. Maybe I got like Orange Man hands, I'm not sure. The shifts, them like the thickness of the grips, I honestly feel fantastic. We'll put the gloves on here in a bit and get into that too, but feels great with no gloves. It's not tacky, but it's not slick. I don't know, it's more tacky than slick, I would say. It's definitely got this like rubbery feel as if something's coming off of my hands that was maybe in the factory or what have you as they're building these things, but I'm guessing that'll clean up a little bit as we get going and use them more often. But they feel good. I can't imagine you would have any issues without gloves in this thing. Definitely feels bigger than the F Pro. It is literally, we're talking about 1.5 centimeters. It's not much, but it feels bigger. Weight wise, I'd say it actually probably really similar to the F Pro. I didn't weigh them and I didn't look up the different weights. But when you add on the quick release, it's got the adapter. The F Pro has an adapter to it as well. I don't know if it's 50 millimeters. I don't think it is actually. I think it's a little tighter than that. But all things added in, it's about the same. Obviously, it's very, you know, it's the quick release is where all the weight is for sure. But it's got a good feel to it. It doesn't feel too heavy. It doesn't feel too light. I'd say it's probably totally fine. So yeah, I think that's probably all of that. So let's get into this a little bit. We'll have to figure out. See, this part's gonna drive me nuts. I'm gonna really miss. Now, I guess to be fair, I basically never took off the wheel. You can hear that, I'm sure. Effectively never took the Cube Controls wheel off ever, so I can't imagine I'm ever gonna do much of this. But yeah, it's certainly not anywhere near as convenient as just popping a magnet on and off. All right. But yeah, once it's all in, man, and once I got those screws figured out and dropped in those washers, I mean, there's absolutely no flex at all. Rock solid. Which is bad as I drive sometimes. That's important. So every once in a while, sawing on that wheel like a son of a gun. So yeah. Top baby paddles are nice for flashing headlights. That's a good one. Weird things like that. Yeah. It'll be fun. Maybe we'll find something fun to do with it. Gotta get used to the cable. Most of us do use cables. Yeah, I know for sure. I mean, I have two. There was a time, I think it was the Cube Controls. I had like a D-shaped GT style rim that was wireless. And honestly, I really missed that. That was pretty awesome. I did have to plug it in every so often just to charge it. But it was sure nice to have a wireless rim. Yeah, Simucube 2 Pro. Yes, that's correct. Colin, how's it going, brother? Cody, what's up, dude? Hybrid display. Oh, good. Yeah, I love it. Man, I look creative as shit. Yeah, there's going to be some really good ideas on that front. I'll have to sit down and think about it for myself, what makes sense for me, but yeah, it's going to be a bunch of those, I think. Mozo's Bluetooth. Yeah, I don't even know. I actually don't know what the standard is that Simucube uses for their wireless. I know like the Asher rims, a lot of their rims are wireless and work with Simucubes, which is pretty great. But yeah. Cool. All right. So let's see. What other kind of first impressions? So I got into the hands thing, right? And the reason I kind of started bringing that up, easy to reach these. This is doable with some movement. That I'm stretching. For me, I'm stretching. If I have to get the third button here, that's a little bit of a stretch. Like I'm not in it and just easy. Like before it was just tighter. I guess the thumb space was a lot smaller. So it made getting to these easier. Getting to these is definitely a stretch. And I wouldn't even expect anything in this space, but I could literally, with the F Pro, it was a lot easier to have my hands on the wheel where they always are and hit all of these buttons with ease. And it's a little bit of a stretch. It's not a big deal, but it's a little bit of a stretch, if I'm being honest. So yeah, the actual wheel, the buttons themselves feel super nice, super tight, no issues. They move around a little bit, but you don't hear anything. I think it looks like it's designed like that to move around. Just the way those feel. Oh wow, that's actually quite nice. The brake bias and the multi-switch, those click in quite good. I don't think you're going to make a lot of mistakes on that front. So yeah, those feel pretty good as well. I think it's pretty sweet that they're gold. I think that's pretty cool. That's unique. Funky switches. These suckers are actually a lot taller. They stand up a lot more than, at least from what I recall with the F Pro. Maybe I should go get it. But yeah, nice and solid. 7-way. Do all the things. I've never used them to rotate like this. I always just use them left and right from a black box. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Wow. So these are really tight. Like you have to make an actual effort to turn those. Definitely, these up top are a lot more free. I would say they're tight, but these are like significantly tighter. Which I guess that's a good thing too. You're not making that mistake. So yeah, nothing else on the bottom. All of these lights are independent, which I think is super fascinating. I hope you can see this decently well. It's not that great. But all the lights with the traction control ABS and then this multi switch, I guess, I don't know what to call that, but like an option switch down here. All of the lights that are showing up are very independent. They're all independent. So there's no bleed. It's actually like really clean. Really, really clean. Looks very good. Alrighty. Make sure I'm keeping up with you boys here. Hybrid deploys. I find it funny. I've noticed that it's going out. I noticed the lights are turning off after some period. It's only a couple minutes, and I don't really know why. We're going to have to figure that out. Curious if you knock those funky switches while holding the wheel and trying to press those lower buttons. You definitely could. But honestly, there's no way I'm pressing these buttons without, like, as you can kind of see, I'm taking my hand off the wheel. My hands are too small to reach that far down. But yeah, I could see if you got big hands and you just like, yeah, you could definitely have that issue. Because they do stick out quite a bit, actually. But I gotta imagine anything that you're putting down on these two buttons, or I guess these 4 buttons, I can't imagine that you're gonna use it a ton. But I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I can see it for sure. So yeah, quality, I mean, looks pretty damn good to me. I'm sure if I really looked hard, I could find some imperfections, but honestly, it looks quite good. I'm still kind of not sure what this is, if this is just a sticker of some kind, but it bleeds through, I mean, with the lights. I don't really know. Kind of have to figure that out as I use it, I guess. But all in all, I'd say, like, super impressed. Build quality is really nice. Shifters feel fantastic. The grips are insane.
By Pele. Will you get over it?
Yeah, I was having a shit.
Harry, appreciate that. Thank you, thank you.
Okay, thanks for that.
I don't know why I didn't show up in the chat, but nothing like technical challenges. But thank you for the subscription. Much appreciated. Yeah. Trying to think. Anything else you guys can think about before I try to get into it and see what the options and stuff look like? Use the rotational part of one of my funkies to increment and decrement things inside the black boxes. Yeah, it's funny. I have a setup for mine where the left funky basically just goes pages back and forth through the black boxes, and the right one I use up and down to select, and then I do left and right to change values and press it if it's like a checkbox. So yeah, that's how I've done it, but I'm gonna experiment now that there's a lot of those options on this multi-switch setup that I'm gonna have to figure out. So kind of curious to see if it changes, I guess, any of the way that I would have used it in the past. So yeah, it's a good wheel. I don't have that one. Gotcha. Okay, cool. All right, sweet. Well, let's figure out how to work this some gun. I did fire up SimHub, and I did add the wheel. But honestly, I don't know shit about SimHub. So, I don't really know. Searching device. Oh, there we go. I don't know anything about SimHub. So, I don't really want to learn SimHub tonight, because that'll probably be really boring for people that already know it. But I'm probably going to have to get in here and figure this out. Use the other one for all the volume control. Oh, interesting. Yeah, they really are, man. That was one of the biggest, like, funky switches were effectively a requirement for me. I've gotten so acclimated to using them, or accustomed to using them, that that was just an absolute requirement for me, for sure. Damn it, I keep trying to move my microphone like I'm used to, and it keeps hitting the camera. Alright, cool. Cool. So yeah, I don't know anything about this yet. I don't know that I want to try to figure it out too hard tonight, but it looks like it's got some static presets. These are all quite, I like the blue. I don't know why. It can get quite bright. I don't know how well y'all that picks up on the camera, but that is very bright. I would probably live somewhere in the 30 range, maybe even lower, since I like to race in the dark. Brightness. Yeah, I'm just not familiar with any of this stuff, so I don't really want to waste too much of y'all's time going through that. Just kind of hope, I guess, that it has like a nice default. Suspend when the monitor is sleeping, sure. Effect profiles. I don't even know what this is. Maybe just leave it with whatever default it comes with. Yeah, I keep hearing about that. I need to look into it. I've never used any kind of LED profiles with my wheels before. I'm actually pretty boring on that front, but might have to make an exception for this one, because I'd like to see what that's all about for sure. All right, effect profile. So button lighting, telemetry LEDs. So it's got his rev lights. Huh. Maybe I'll just leave it alone for right now. Let's see what it looks like when I get in the game, and then go from there. Default lighting, use buttons and encoders, default lighting colors, individual profiles. I don't know, figure all that out later, maybe. Cool. All right, let's just leave it, let it be for now. Jump into a test session and get after it. All the rev lights perfectly synced to each car in iRacing. That is definitely nice. Test drive. Maybe we'll do it without the possibility of terrible weather. That wouldn't be so bad, would it? All right, let's jump into a session and see. Stormy Corn. Love that. Thanks for the subscription. I appreciate it. All right. See how this looks. Fortunately, I'm using all sorts of different stuff tonight. Move this box. That box is a weapon. You could definitely use that box as an absolute weapon. All right, see how it feels with some gloves on. Configure controls. Oh, okay. I noticed that the lighting changed a little bit there. Oh my god, I haven't done this in forever. Turn it fully one way. Okay. Yeah. Oh, not center. Wait a second, what? I'm confused. So, that way. That way. I don't know why it goes to 43, but turn it. What do we try to do? 900, right? All right. Oh, I don't really want to do that. Throttle, brake, and auto clutch. Oh shit. Do want to do that, don't we? Upshift. Downshift. No. Nope. Nope. I'll leave that alone. See how she feels. That's 65, right? Get my settings correct so I at least have a good reference here. Put my normal Watkins setup on. Alright, cool. Use the whole BeamTech stuff, right? Lights are somehow synced with each car's. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but I'm not really sure, man. That's where I'm at too. It feels a little big brain for me, but I'll figure it out. Okay, that's working. Downshifts stopped working. That was weird. So that's strange. It's at 6. I'm hitting the downshift, nothing's happening. Huh. Strange. G-Man, what's going on, brother? Trying to figure this thing out. Oh, did it auto shift? I think it did. No, it didn't. Okay. Huh. Can't say that I like having these shift lights in my face. It feels very strange. I'm so used to just looking or seeing the dash. Man, these grips are stupid, y'all. In the best way possible. I love that these things are so quiet. I know people like to hear it sometimes, but I don't. What was the old wheel? Q Controls F Pro, which is a really good wheel for sure. You can feel the difference in the size, man. That's actually kind of nuts. Doing good training first few IMSA races. Yeah, they can be pretty brutal, brother. So the BeamTech knows what TC and ABS is. Yeah, there's something. I thought it was built into SimHub that it just does that. Hopefully, you guys aren't getting a lot of stuttering on it. I guess I need to stop this real fast. That's gonna screw a lot of things up. Let me make sure y'all are seeing the right stuff. Was that like jittery, stuttery, or anything like that for you guys when I had the preview box and OBS going? Alright, see the dash lights on iRacing. It's perfectly seen to every... No, yeah, I totally understand what you're saying. I got you. I definitely got you. I'm just so used to looking at the car dash that I don't... it's strange to have one that's like right here. I'll get used to it, I'm sure. And not only that, but I have something flashing at me on my JRT dashboard that kind of does the same thing, so might have to turn that off. I get 3 things flashing at me to shift now. Yeah, it's really strange. And I've never used a wheel that has a screen, so like that would be kind of an insane adjustment, I would think. Gotta say I love the shifters. The shifters are fantastic. The grips are better. Too easy to double shift there. Funny, man. I can actually notice a difference in how wide the wheel is. I would actually say that my force feedback is not as strong as it was. Might actually need to change that. The gripper corner cam. Jesus. I have double shifted a couple times already. Not sure what I'm missing. A little muscle memory that needs to change. Still have an F Pro, went to a P1. Exactly, I've heard that so many times, dude, and that is precisely why I actively didn't want a wheel that had a screen. Like, I would have gotten one, but I wasn't going to get it for the screen, you know? And that just feels like a huge waste. So... Man, it's so strange. I feel like I'm upshifting. And then I go to do it again, thinking I missed it, but it caught it. It is so quiet. There's no way y'all can hear the shifts. Can you hear the shifts? If you can, I can't imagine. No, I'm back to the 5.7 dash. Okay, cool, man. Yeah, this thing is insane. I need to learn the ins and outs. I don't know, how the traction control stuff works yet. We're gonna figure that out here in a second. But I do notice the width definitely mutes the feedback a little bit, which actually is kind of cool. So maybe I can actually turn it back up to where it was. Let's give that a shot. Oh, none of this is set. How do you do black boxes? Alright, let me just change it in the options, and I'll figure out how to set that all up. Right, so this would be 50%. See how much heavier that is. Alright, does this work yet? Alright, so none of this stuff is set up. We'll figure that out next. You can hear those shit. I can't believe that. Wow. They're really, really, really muted. Love my FX Pro screen. I always have a rig set up. So the screen's in your face. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Yeah, mine's definitely not. Still hear the paddles definitely quieter than before. Not. Sounds perfect. Quite little background noise. Love that, man. Big waste of it until iRacing lets you view tire temps on the screen. Micah, that's a really good point. I wish they would do that for so many reasons. Okay, wow. This is stronger than I had before, but it's closer than what I was just experiencing. So maybe I'll switch it to like 55 or 60. Interesting. I feel like, I mean, I know it sounds dumb, and maybe I'll feel differently after I use it more, but I'd say it like a true first impression feels like there's a little bit more fine grain input you can put in with just a slightly bigger wheel. We're talking about 15 millimeters, like it's not much, obviously. Did that double shift? I think it did. Why is it not downshifting? WTF, mate? Huh. I don't know, man. You don't think I got it right? It's strange, like it happens sometimes, but it doesn't happen all the time. On the iRacing. Peter, what's up, brother? We have an awesome pick. Who is it? Who do we have? Looks pretty. Hey, good looking. That's my wife, everybody. Say hello, please. Say hello. Hi, Katie. How are you doing? Katie, I think my wheel's broken. It wasn't downshifting properly. I think we got bamboozled, babe. Get back to the wheel setup. Yeah. No, I'll definitely. I am. Oh, let's see. Not acceptable. Yes, indeed. Wade, meet my wife, Katie. Wait, Katie, this is Wade. He wants to see my grippers. Everybody, Katie, that's my wife. She's upstairs probably blushing right now because I'm talking about her on the internet. I won't know his name, but he's eager. Okay, awesome, man. Hope he's fast. Is like a pro or like a sim pro? Break it in with a gripper sweat. Jesus. All right, let's do this again. Over. Haven't done this in forever. Okay. It's funny to me that coming back to the center says 43%, but we're just going to roll with that. I'm plugged into a hub. Unfortunately, I have to be plugged into a hub. My machine's a little too far away. All right. 90 degree, which I know they say 90, but don't they mean, is it really 90 degrees or should I actually do 900? Because it's a little different. Or at least it feels that way. All right. Oh, gearbox. Upshift. Okay. Click. Downshift. I did it. No. Good. I don't know if there's anything else in here that got messed up or whatever, but anywho, let me do the black box thing since I already, this is kind of how I like it, and if I have to change it, I will, but oh, let's see, select the next control. So I think that means down, previous would be up, increment would be right, decrement would be left, and toggle will be a push. That's how I've used it in the past, and I'll adjust it when we get into it. Once I try a couple things out and see how this thing feels. All right. See? It's like it doesn't do anything until upshift again, and then it downshifts. Huh. Have to play with it a little bit. Yeah, I'm not sure. There's definitely something there. Ooh, stay on. Oh god, what did y'all say to my wife? Oh, shit. God, I feel like I barely have to touch that shifter to get it to engage. Yeah, it is powered. It's definitely powered. It's the same one I had my cube controls plugged into. It's attached to the rig. Unfortunately, these cables are not that long. It would be nice if it was about 3 feet longer. Uh-oh. God, it feels good, man. I like the stronger feedback. It's so much bigger. So much. It's bigger than it just feels like there's more fine input there. Should. I guess I should probably slide it around a little bit. Yeah, I'm definitely using a powered hub. Yeah, 100% on that. But I don't have much plugged into it. I think the fact that it like gets confused and it's like it doesn't do anything until I do the other shift. Okay, for instance, if it won't downshift, I have to do an upshift before it'll do another downshift. Which is almost sounds like a software problem. Yeah, I'll play with it. Maybe reach out to their support and see what they say. Ooh. I don't know. I mean, one time I got it to do it, I was just driving. I don't know. Strange. I don't know. I'll have to play with it and see if I can get it to reproduce a few more times. Oh, you grippas. Jesus. Hi, Katie, keep your hubs. I've never promised that ever. She knows better. Oh, man. Flashers, ABS dial, and TC dial. Any other buttons you would need? Yeah, for the top part, maybe? Might want to try an extension cord. Yeah, interesting. It doesn't like, maybe it doesn't like that. So wait, it's not downshifting unless you upshift first. So yeah, what happened was, if I get it into the state where it stops shifting, can't get it to do it now, of course. But let's say I got here, and then I tried to downshift and it didn't work. I could hit it, you know, 20 times, not going to work. But if I upshift, then it starts downshifting it again. Does that make sense? That happened about 3 times already, so... And thankfully I'm recording this, so I have visual... There it is. There it is. So I'm hitting the downshift right now, right? It's not doing anything. But upshift to 6th, now I can go down to 5th. Make sense? Yeah, it's very strange. That seems like a software problem to me. Like I had downshifted the thing a million times. I don't know. I'll have to play with it. No. I mean, I'm there. Now it's locked. Ha. So down. Yeah, it's very strange. I'll have to play with it and see if I can figure it out. You have a Discord? Yeah, I'll take a clip of it. Actually, this would be a perfect clip to use. I'll make a clip of it, and let me see where we are in the video. Hour 15 minutes. I'm gonna mark that down, so that if the short that I just didn't catch it, I'll make a short video of it, so they can see. Hopefully, give me some good input. All right, 1 hour 15 minutes shows downshift issue. Sweet. Gotta love streaming to the internet sometimes. No issues there. Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm sure it's something simple. And it seems, like I said, I mean, just the nature of how that went down, that seems like a software thing. I haven't done anything. I don't even know how to update the firmware, because it doesn't come with software from them, does it? Debounce setting, I'm not even sure what that is. Yeah, I haven't done anything. I literally connected it and getting it. I mean, I would assume on their website if they have one. But it seems like they work with SimHub, and I don't know if they do firmware updates through SimHub or what. But they don't have their own software, do they? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Is this firmware status 1.0? Don't know how to update it. I'll have to look into that. It's not really, I don't see many other settings here. I see profiles for lighting, things like that, but I don't know how to do anything else. I don't know how to, like, the whole traction control thing. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Spend some time figuring all these things out. Individual LEDs, profiles, I have no idea. Yeah, I don't want to bore y'all to death with me trying to figure out how to update the firmware, but I'll get into that at some point. Some point soon, probably after I go off stream tonight. That's on. Devices. Click the controls tab. Controls. Buttons, lighting, brightness. Yeah, pretty much nothing else in there. It's pretty light. What's right there? That's the software setup guide. Wait, what? Like I said, I've never used SimHub until tonight, so I don't know shit about this thing. I'll send it to you on Discord. Wait, that's the software setup guide? This is? I'm confused. Color presets. I don't know, brother. Micah, what do you mean? It's right there? What's right there? Import devices. Add or remove features, settings. LEDs. Profiles for lighting, connection status is good. Firmware. Okay, you're good. I thought debounce was under controls. I don't even know. I don't know what you mean by debounce. Ooh, let's see. Visit the site. Okay, okay. Cool, cool. Let's do the documentation. Probably a good idea. Oh my god. Owner's manual. Dear valued no, not alright. Gotta say, man, it feels quite good though. Feels real good. Mounting. Got all that stuff squared away. Make this bigger. Yep. Wrong way. Alright, all that was good. Almost wish I'd gotten a little bit, I don't know, it's probably pretty good. I was thinking maybe I'd gotten a slightly bigger extension, but it's closer to me than my F Pro was by a little bit, not much. Simucube. Yeah, I already did all this. Fanatec. Alright, cool. Software. Download SimHub. Strongly recommend the following connection method before proceeding. PC to powered USB hub, the cable to the alpha. That is definitely what I've done. The brightness is phenomenal, by the way. And I gotta say, I know you can't see it very well, and I apologize for that. The lights, it's just so clear. I don't know how this is working exactly. No bleed whatsoever. I mean, you got a green right beside a yellow, right beside a blue, right beside a red. No bleed at all. Like, it's so clean looking. It actually just looks pretty awesome. All right, add device. I did that. Added the alpha. Done did it. Multi-link selector mapping guy. Edit button and logo colors. Okay, we'll leave that alone for now. I'm not too concerned about the colors. I'll figure that out. Click. Wait, what? Oh man, we're getting into hex codes. Alright. Edit mode. Press and hold both encoders until the thing illuminates. Holy shit, this is in depth, eh? Indicates the current clutch mode. Okay. Use controls to change the clutch mode. Not too worried about that yet. I'll do that once I get into like Porsche Cup or something like that. Byte points, master clutch, multi-link selector. So enable the link between multi-selector and the thumb encoder. Press the thumb encoder. The green will illuminate to indicate that the link is active. Damn. Okay. Definitely want to get into that. That's pretty much it, eh? Okay, cool. Troubleshooting. Yeah, I'll make a video on that, or I'll send them a clip. Alright, so I want to set that multi-link selector up so that I can get all this stuff working. What else do I need to do first? Kind of just, I guess I should just use their presets that I know I'm using. Like, this is their jam. Okay. So I know I'm in a good spot there. So number 5, multi-link selector BRGT. I don't know what that means. Mapping. What's up, Marky? How you doing, brother? All right. So it's on controls. Edit button. Nah, we're good on that. All right. Not worried about that. Click settings. All right. That's if you want to change all the colors, which we're not going to worry about that now. All right. Press and hold both encoders. So what do they mean by the encoders? These two? Oh, I see. One. Looking for illumination. Illumination not achieved. Come on, do something. What am I doing wrong? Press and hold both encoders until the red, yellow flags illuminate. LED only light up with the default. Okay, that's good to know. So the default profile, which I am on. Cool. And hold. It'd be cool if they told you how many seconds you're supposed to wait for this to happen. No, it's not doing anything. Come on, mate. Weird. I don't know. Yeah, it just says press and hold both until this lights up. It's not lighting up. Is it a minute? 10 minutes? You'd think it'd be like 10 seconds. But I got nothing. Come on. So the firmware needed updated. Mine was like 10 seconds. Yeah, I would think that. How do you even know the firmware? Like, the firmware gets updated in SimHub, I assume? I can see down here, it says connection status firmware version 1.0. But it doesn't give me a way to, like, check firmware status or any of that sort of stuff. You know? I don't know. Strange. Rename, delete, power settings. Add new device. All I did was, it already detected it, so I just did that. Strange, man. I think you have to activate edit mode in SimHub. Oh, you mean like while SimHub's up? Okay. I might have gotten ahead of myself. Edit button and logo. Wait, what? Alright. So we've added it. You know what? Let's just restart. Let's get a clean slate here. We'll delete the device. No problem. We're gonna add it. We're not gonna choose this one this time. Just gonna go here. Choose the alpha. All set. Nothing has been changed. Firmware status, phenomenal. So we've added it. Multi-link selector. So it's just an overview. It's telling me where this stuff is. To change the colors, edit the profile. We don't want to do that yet. We just want to make sure she works. So this is within. I guess this is if I hit the profile here, this would pop up and give you the opportunity to change the hex codes, which we don't want to do. And the next page is that. Press and hold both encoders until the red, yellow flag LED up at the top here illuminates. The LED only light up with the BST default LED profile. See page 14. What page are we on? Okay, so we're on the default because I didn't touch anything. Clutch modes indicates the current clutch mode. So it's number 3. That would tell us. All right, I'm not too concerned about that. Honestly, I'm not even sure what we're trying to solve here anymore, because I don't think we're solving the shift problem. I think that's like a software thing. Use controls 4 and 5 to engage the clutch mode. Calibrate the clutch. I don't need to do that just yet. It's pretty cool. I'm having a couple issues trying to figure some things out, but it's pretty sweet. Feels great, looks great. I'm having some issues with the shifters every once in a while, so I gotta figure that out. To adjust the bite point. No, I don't care about that. Master clutch, multi-link selector. I guess that's all we're trying to figure out right now is the multi-link selector. Alright, so now that I've reset everything, see if this happens. Nothing. WTF, mate. Wonder. I don't have a different one now. Unfortunately, I don't. Alright, I'm gonna move it to a different... I guess I'll just move it to my machine. Actually, I think there is a USB at the top of my machine I can use. Give me 1 second here. All right, we're back. So I have it connected to the machine, but unfortunately it is a tight fit. So that's a little concerning. Still not doing anything on this front. Unless I'm doing something wrong. Press. Very strange. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to reach out to them. It's clearly, it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing here. Wonder if I can get this to happen again. Yeah. Oh, that time it came back. Yeah, I don't think this is a me problem. I mean, I've been using the same USB powered device for years, with the same wheel for years. I've never had a problem. I don't think this is a me issue. At least that's... Yeah. Alright. What do the three things under the pictures of the wheel read? Wait, what? Talking about on the... What's up, Michael? How you doing? Are you talking about on the manual? In SimHub. Try connect to... Yeah, I did that. Definitely need to hit the Discord. Yeah, so just clarifying some things. I've removed my powered USB hub from the mix. So I am connected directly to my machine, which honestly I don't think is a long-term solution because these cables are too damn short. So I'm not gonna be able to do that long term, but all right. Let's see, what did the three things under the pictures? And John, I appreciate your help big time here. Let me try to follow you for a second, see if I can get it going. What's it doing? Take it for a lap or two, just join. Yep. And SimHub those. Hell yeah, Michael, nice dude. Like, you need to load the profiles, I think. What are they saying in SimHub? I don't know what you mean by the profiles. So these are the effect profiles. This is all default, right? You know, a second ago I just went in, deleted the wheel, re-added it, changed nothing. Default lighting, always on, individual LEDs profile, disabled, combined, individual only. I haven't changed any of that. They are loaded. Yeah, these seem to be loaded. This is all just whatever it was set to. They are loaded. There's a download of the adaptive beam tech profile on their Discord. If you opened your phone, you can read them. Okay. Should I go to their Discord and download something? Are you saying that 2.4 is the firmware version it should be? BavarianSimTec Discord. Discord. For the profile version. Profile of what? The lighting? Are you talking about these guys? Join. Adaptive profile. I don't really know what that means, brother. Looking through the pins for the alpha. Don't see anything there. Support. Show the rigs. Sim hub. Memes. Alright, let me try to condense this down so I can get to what I'm looking for here. Sim hub manuals. Dashboards. LED profiles. Updated adaptive beam tech. Okay, I see. I don't feel like that's... Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Mark. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I don't know that... Like, that is something I want to do, I'm sure. But right now, I'm not even able to get it to go to, like, edit mode. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to solve that problem right now. And is the adaptive thing something that I have to update before that will work? I would imagine no. But I don't know. There's no power on this thing or anything. Let me disconnect this. Maybe resetting it will do something. Turn it the wrong way. Oh boy. There's no like power switch on it. Original cable only. No problem, boys. Alright. That's tight. That is locked in. And my car blew up.
You've got some damage. Let's get that fixed.
Okay. That's interesting. Yellow lights are blinking now. I don't recall that before. Okay. Interesting. Third profile you have up there. Yeah. Their software is not in the best place right now. No central place to find the downloads. Yeah, I gotcha. Alright, now let's see if this works. Please do the thing you're supposed to do. Nothing. That is so frustrating. Like, switching any of these buttons doesn't seem to do anything. And reading through this, one more page. Yep. Press and hold both encoders. So it's these two circular suckers in the middle, ABS and TC, is labeled as one. That is also labeled as one. Press and hold them down until those illuminate. I've been doing that a million times together. There we go. Let's read together. I feel like an idiot. I'm pretty tech savvy. Surprising. Yeah, maybe. I might as well. Wouldn't hurt to get out of it. Sorry, let me bring this back up. All right. So what have I done here? I've connected it back to the machine directly. I've restarted the wheel. I guess that's restarting the wheel, just unplugging the power from it. Holding this down. Nothing's blinking, nothing's changing. No dice. Let's see, press and hold both encoders until that illuminates. The LED only light up with the BST default LED profile, which we do have. Dang it. Individual. I know there's a newer version, but that's crucial. That are we in that? I think so. I didn't change anything. Remember, I deleted this profile, or deleted the control, the device, re-added it, changed nothing. We're in the default. I didn't make any changes. I don't even know what this stuff is yet. Yeah, sure. I appreciate the help. I'm surprised it's this complicated, to be honest. Doesn't seem like it should be. I guess I could go read in the Discord and ask some questions, but seems like a pain in the arse. Yeah, it really shouldn't be this complicated. There's nothing in the there's nothing else in here. Nothing about like firmware. Alpha firmware update. Is that even a thing? Setup guides, we already did all that. What is this? Oh, funny. Cars. All right, SimHub, we are in. Gotcha. I'll make this bigger so you can see everything in one shot. That's everything. It's surprising that it's 1.0, but I just read Adaptive Beam Tech. For which one? The third one? No, two. Yeah, okay, so the same one, right? Troubleshooting. Oh, no, fuck. Yeah, so you're saying that they're the same. Wonder if I kill SimHub. Okay, so they're the same. Interesting. I'm sure this is riveting content, y'all. I apologize. I would love to be racing instead, but here we are. Edge of the seat, yeah. We'll be back to that soon, don't worry. What the fuck? This makes no sense to me, man. Press. Yeah, do them at different times or something? Am I being too precise? Yeah, what's up, Justin? Well, I was doing some running with it. We were in a good spot. You know what? I'm going to stop fucking with it, and I'm just going to go back on the track and do some more running. Because honestly, this is just going to bore the hell out of people if I can't get it quite going the way that I like it to be going. Just joining new wheel. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm definitely missing something here. Having a couple issues with it. Can't get it to go into, it does turn nice and it feels phenomenal. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to put it back on the hub. There's just no way I can leave it off the hub like that. It's pulling way too far for that cable. You would think that these connectors, the cords would be significantly larger than they actually are. Yeah, I mean, Lindquist, Justin, appreciate y'all joining. Yeah, it feels phenomenal. I'm definitely having a couple weird issues with it that I'm trying to figure out, but past that, it feels good, but got some issues for sure. All right, I'm gonna go a little higher on this time, maybe more like 57. Excuse me. I don't think there's anything else. I mean, all of this stuff. Oh shit. These are all the settings that I had before. I wonder if somehow, some way that's affecting. You know what I'm saying? What is dev -1? It's like, it's picking up what it used to be before I changed the wheels. I wonder if that has something to do with that. I don't know. Okay, that's weird. And all this works. So funny, man. All the shift lights pop up. Could be a USB issue. Yeah, maybe. Let's try this a little bit. Yeah, exactly, John. I mean, that's obviously the biggest issue. It's so weird. Feels like you barely have to touch the upshift. An USB ID issue. Yeah, that's what I was kind of wondering. It says dev -1, which to me says it still thinks that there's a device that should be plugged in, but that's not. It is strange that you just barely have to touch the shift buttons to get it to do anything. Alright, so I tried to downshift there and it didn't downshift. But it downshifted immediately the second time I clicked it. So I wonder if that's just it's a different feel than the other one I had. I should just be able to delete the device in Windows, like in the gamepad, whatever that thing's called. Should be able to just delete it. Obviously I don't want to do that right now, because if I delete it and I can't get this thing to work consistently, I need to use my other wheel. Feels fantastic. I mean, that hadn't been the issue for sure. It feels great. Feedback feels pretty solid. I might still actually turn it up a little bit more. Make it a little stronger than it is. But man, honestly, having a slightly bigger wheel, I do feel the ability to give it slightly more precise inputs. I didn't expect that. Gotta think I've been using a 280mm Formula wheel for years now, 2 years. I love how quiet it is. I'd love to see if I can get this thing to replicate. I think I was trying to downshift too early right there, actually. That's why I wasn't picking it up. Too early. Dang it. Oh. Oh. Damn. Where's my reset? I don't have my reset set anymore. I'm gonna have to go through and figure all that out. Or not figure it out, but map everything. But yeah, I gotta, obviously this is critical. I wanna figure out the whole multi-switch thing. And that's not there yet. And I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's set the traction control stuff up. So brake bias, I'll just use what they have up. Done. Down. Done. What else do we got? TC, so ABS. Increase. decrease, done. TC, rip. Oh, shit. So that. Kept pressing it down, unfortunately. So what other settings do I have? Low fuel accept. So I'll just set it to what I had before, roughly. Just try to get rid of some of these. Windshield wipers were there. Headlight flash. Maybe we'll just use that. Pit limiter. Go there. Any other dev -1s to get rid of here? Recenter this. I don't care what the hell this is. No, that's probably something else I can use. We'll go Alt. Fuck, I don't know. F something. Yeah, there it is. Don't use that anymore. That's a VR setting. I don't use it. Weather report is there. Damage report down. Sure. Active reset. Damn, I don't know. Whatever. Control P. UI edit. I don't need that on my wheel. I don't. Whatever. U. Alright, so I think that's all of the controls that had negative something on it are now something else. So that should be good. I don't see any others. Okay. Okay. What about reset? Actually, I do have that somewhere. So this is always my reset button. Good. Anything else? Anything else? Ha. TC1. Oh, shoot. I did have that set for something. Must have been Alt 0. Yep. Oh, next splits. What the hell did I have that set to? Wrong. I think it's just tab, isn't it? Yeah, whatever, let's just do this. I'm just gonna leave that alone. It probably doesn't matter quite so much. Sound I had somewhere. Yeah, shoot. I don't really have buttons for all that anymore. Alright, I'm just gonna have to leave some of that alone, unfortunately. I haven't been able to reproduce the shifter thing yet. That's obviously a good thing. But... yes, that is definitely positive. I'm still going to send them that video, even if I can't reproduce it, because it'd be nice to see if they've ever had it happen. It can happen when communicating for the first time. Yeah, it's kind of a big deal. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Signal interference. What do you mean? Gotta get the grounding wires. I hope not. Cold tires. Need to confuse the system for a second. Yeah, I don't know, man. Don't know. No, I got you. I got you. The proverbial signal interference. I love these grips, man. I think I just double shifted there, didn't I? The shift, the paddles are so different. So different. They're so tight. I'm so used to something else. It's weird. It's almost like almost like I don't think I actually shifted. Because it just kind of barely moves. Which is good. But I'm used to something else. I gotta break that habit, I guess. I love the width of it. It's definitely noticeably bigger. It's not insane, obviously, but it is noticeably bigger. That's what she said, but no for fact action for sure. Yeah, I'd say the paddles and the wheel, man. I love the fine, it's more of a fine grain input. Yeah, agree, Peter. I just hope, I don't know if you've been in here long enough to see the issue I was having with downshifts. That's super concerning. Yeah, it feels really good. You were right, Peter, about the just a wider wheel, slightly more fine grain input. I think feels fucking awesome. Yeah, it really is a good size. Whew. I mean, I'm definitely... The fuck? Where'd that come from? WTF, mate? Confused. What the fuck? I don't ever run a 43 anything in my life, bro. What the fuck with that? Jesus. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, it's definitely the fastest lap I've ever run here. That's actually kind of insane. Sorry, I probably almost knocked the damn camera over because of my shoulder hit the mic. How do y'all like this camera? Is this interesting? Yeah, I don't think I've hit a 43 ever. I'll have to double check. Telling you, man, a little bit better input makes it a lot easier to get through the corners. Correct. Wheel cam is fun.
44.681.
Yeah, I need a longer cable then, because unfortunately this sucker ain't gonna do it. Yeah, that's how I wrap my other one around. But yeah, I gotta get this thing closer. I guess I shouldn't do anything until I move my rig tomorrow. Lost it there. Okay, well,
44.064.
it's actually kind of nuts. I don't know if I've done a lap better than that ever. I need to figure that out. Yeah, it's gonna be a pain in the ass, but it'll be fun. How do I don't have a thing to swap through my lap thing here. Forgot I had it set up on the old wheel doing this. What's a good way to do? I don't really want that on the wheel. I had it on the wheel. It was nice. I don't have any extra knobs for it though. Let's do, I don't know. Isn't it just tab? There we go. Technically, my all-time best lap is a 43.5. So technically it was not my fastest lap ever. I don't know when that was. No idea the conditions. Any of those things. But it just bust out a 43. I don't think I've done that this week at all. So, anywho. Oh, let's see. Wrap the cord around. USB adapter to get closer. I mean, I'm just going to plug it back into the one that I had. I don't really think that was the issue, honestly. Let me do that now, in fact, just to test it a little bit more. I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. For me, honestly, I wasn't even thinking. I was just driving. Driving and letting it rip. Let's see. So I plugged it back in to the USB hub. It'd be really cool if somehow this thing worked. But for some reason, it just doesn't want to. It's also interesting. I mapped this to ABS, but it's not changing to ABS. I don't know how to get these buttons to work. I guess that is frustrating. Oh, let's double check it, make sure I did it right. But I did. ABS, now let's just do traction control, one thing at a time. Traction control. Yep. Decrease, yep, already had it. Then to get in the car and nothing. I don't understand that at all. Definitely something about this multi-switch. I really don't get it. But these just don't work. No, I don't think it is. I just moved it back to the powered hub, but this wasn't working before either, so. For some reason I can't get it to go into edit mode, and I can't get the traction control or ABS to work. Brake balance, brake bias, works fine. What else did I set on this sucker? Black box updates work fine. Forget what button I set to pit entry. What did I set there? Where is that? Pit limiter. I don't know what I set it to. Like, I'm clicking the buttons. It's just not picking up that these are button clicks. I don't get it, man. No, I'm plugged into USB 3. These aren't button clicks, but the brake bias thing works. So, like, how does that make any sense, you know? Brake bias. I'll show you. Works fine. Look at the bottom right. But the buttons were not clicking. So to me, I don't know what's going on. Basically, none of the buttons work. They're not doing the action. Like, I had these set to, like, windshield wipers, damage report, weather report, all that sort of stuff. The rotaries work, because that works. The funky switches work. Traction control, ABS do not work. I don't even know how to check for the drivers, unfortunately, dude. I don't know. I can't imagine it's not updated for iRacing. Yep, I'm gonna reach out to him for sure. For sure. Feels great to drive, but obviously we got some issues here with some buttons, so. Alright, well on that note, I'm gonna shut this thing down so I can actually go and reach out to the support and try to figure this out. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Hopefully this was fun and useful. I know a lot of people asked me to do this. So I hope that was the case, but I wish it was all, gravy. Unfortunately, it's not, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, I remapped everything. Yes. Yep. I remapped all the things. Like, it's just not picking up the button press. Like, I'll show you again here. I did this a minute ago. Pit speed limiter. I'm pressing the button. It doesn't pick it up as a switch. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. So yeah. I don't know, brother. But I will make some videos and send them over and try to get it all figured out. Until, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Tomorrow I'm going to be moving everything into the other room. And, yeah. I'm not sure about tomorrow night. My hope is to do the endurance race tomorrow night. I still need to ping Peter and Nick and see if anybody's interested in doing it. But, that's my hope. That's my plan. But we'll see how it goes. John, dude, I appreciate your help tremendously. I'll figure it out for sure. I'm sure it's just something dumb that I'm not thinking of or whatever, but I'll figure it out for sure. Andrew, it's been good, man. I'm about to just, about to shut her down for the night so I can reach out to their support, make some videos. I got some work to do before I go to bed, so I'd like to get that done. Probably be a little boring for y'all to watch me do that on stream, so yeah, sorry boys. But if you want to watch it, feel free. Like, there was a bunch of good stuff in there, especially towards the beginning. So yeah, feel free for sure. But too long didn't watch. Wheel feels great. The grips are easily the best I've ever tried. The shifts are good. The quality of everything feels good. I'm having some random weird issues with buttons and shifting, like, I don't know, hard to describe. Having a couple little issues. Well, they're not little, they're big issues. Like, it's not functional if I can't use the buttons, but I'll figure that out. I'm not sure what's going on, but so yeah, mixed, but hopefully it's just something basic and I can get it sorted out and be rocking and rolling for tomorrow. If not, I don't know, we'll figure it out and go from there. So anywho, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it as always. I will see you another night, hopefully tomorrow night if I'm able to get everything moved over and set back up. If not, sometime this weekend. Appreciate you all. Thanks for your help, John, tremendously. Not G-Man, Striker, everybody, Andrew, everybody. Thank y'all for being here. I'll see y'all another night. Peace.